Happy Sunday, good morning, which means it's waffles today for brekkie. Just waiting for the beat up waffle iron to heat up there. Yeah, it's a little beat up. Yeah, makes good waffles though. Alright, green means go. Woo! Hello from Henry. Facial. Alright, waffle number 1 underway. I got the syrup out, butter's out, so we are ready. And coffee is brewed, so we are for sure ready. Just have to pour a cup. It's patiently waiting. We both are. There we go. Sticking to the top. There we go. First waffle. And Henry's playing his game. They both are. Come on, stop sticking. There we go. I really wish I was an octopus right now. I need more than 2 arms. Alright, so I have Casey's all buttered up and cut up and syrup added. So bon appetit to Casey. Well, that's it for that bottle. But don't worry, there's a full one in the fridge. Creamer. Well, I've had my waffle, and now it's time to soak up some vitamin D because it is beautiful here today. Alright, this is more like it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, bang. Yes, Mother Nature, he got something right. Cheers. If you're having a cup of coffee or tea, cheers. Speaking of cheers, here's to a wonderful day. This is nice. You can just sit here and just soak up some vitamin D. Oh, it feels so nice. Yeah. Oh, this is more like a spring day. This is more like it. Yesterday, it was rainy, it was cold, it was windy. It was not a spring day. It was more like a fall day. And it was just miserable. Yeah. Miserable. Like me before I have coffee. Yeah. So last night, Casey and I, we got comfy upstairs in my bed. And we watched Guardians of the Galaxy, the first movie. Haven't watched that movie in a long time, and like I find it when you haven't watched a movie in a long time, it's like watching it for the first time because you forget a lot. And yeah, it was really good. And it's funny, and it was just nice. Yeah, get nice and cozy and watching TV, watching a movie in bed. Super nice. All I was missing was popcorn, but we had late supper, so we weren't really hungry for snacks. Yeah, I know, because I haven't watched it for a long time, and I'm rewatching ER. As many of you know, I think I only have like 6 episodes left. I'm nearing the end. Yeah, it's kind of bittersweet. You know, I'm happy to move on to something else. I think I will get caught up on Murdoch Mysteries. I am on the current season. I just need to get caught up on it. So, but it's just, you know, it's still bittersweet, you know. Cause, like I said, it's such a good show, even 20 plus years later. And watching Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'm like, oh, I recognize it. There's Michael Gallant. Oh, hey, Michael, hey. Oh, you had the same outcome in the movie as you did in ER. He got whacked off. He died. Like, oh, okay, yeah. I don't get it, but because like I haven't watched ER since like it originally aired, because I watched Guardians of the Galaxy before like a handful of times. You know, we are constantly watching the Marvel movies over and over and over again. Even if I didn't have boys, I would watch them over and over again because they're just good movies. And when I watched it before, I just didn't connect the dots because it's been a long time. You know, you forget who was on ER. Like, you know, like you always remember George Clooney, Anthony Edwards, you know, being on ER, Julia Margulies being on ER, right? You always remember them being on ER, but you'll forget the actors that later on the seasons came on ER, right? And it's like, oh yeah, there's Michael Gallant, and oh yeah, he didn't make it. That's so sad. You know, yeah, he was like a police officer, and they were trying to hold up a shield to prevent the bad guy from coming in, and yeah, they kind of blew up one by one. So yeah, but yeah, that was a good movie. Oh, there's my. You want milk? Go milk a cow. You know, they always find you, right? Like, oh, even though Daddy's in the house, yeah, and he's very capable of getting a cup of milk. I tell ya, kids these days. Alright, and later on today, Henry has to find 10 different rocks. So, he told me that yesterday evening, and I was like, what? And like, he has till Tuesday. But, you know, it's like, okay, well, you know, that gives us today. And yesterday was too much of a yucky day. Yesterday would have been a write-off anyways. So, today. Yeah, it's nice though. Today, and hopefully we can find 10. I think we have a few that he can take from the yard. So yeah, I guess I need 10 different rocks, and I'm just glad he didn't leave it to like, you know, like some kids do. And he's done this before too, you know, with projects, leave it to like the last minute, you know, oh, by the way, Mom, I have a project due. Like, oh, yeah. So we'll look for rocks. We have rocks from our walks that people have painted, you know, that you can take home or you move them for somebody else to find. And we have rocks from our walks because Henry is a kid. Every time we go on like a nature walk, it's been a while since we've been on one, but in the past, every time we would go on one, he would bring home rocks, he would bring home sticks, and, you know, if he brought home Groot one day, I wouldn't be surprised, you know, because he brings everything home that he finds. So yeah, I see some rocks from our walks that he can bring. So hopefully we have 10. If not, we'll like walk around. Yeah, so anyways, let's see what I got up to today. I gotta do my nail polish. I had my waffle and took off my nail polish. I read a chapter of my book, which is good. I'm almost done it. It's starting to get really, really good. So this book is a lot better than my last Kate Morton book. So happy to report on that. And I should be done hopefully maybe today or tomorrow. There's 5 parts and I'm on the 4th part. So I am nearing the end. Yeah, and hopefully I could do my nails later. I took off nail polish and very quick. And I'll do that later. Alright, so let's go milk a cow. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm sure they'll have a got for him, but no, well, I'll go check. Who knows? He could be preoccupied if you know what I'm saying. Alright, so it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon? 1:25 in the afternoon. I am going to make some mini chocolate chip muffins for the boys' lunches. Just grabbed a bag of mini chocolate chips. We've been wanting to make these for a few weeks, but you know, life gets busy, and yeah, and I do forget about it, and then it's like, oh yeah, that's why I bought the mini chocolate chips. Yeah. I think the last mini muffins we did were the blueberry ones, and those ones are really good. Henry wanted me to make mini ones, chocolate chip ones. He is my picky one, and he is one that prefers store-bought versus homemade. So when he said he wanted the mini muffins and the, you know, chocolate chip, I was like, okay, sure, you know, I'll try. Maybe you'll like the chocolate chip ones. He didn't like the blueberry ones, so but maybe he'll like the chocolate chip ones. Fingers crossed, because it is something to put in their lunch, and it's a lot cheaper to make them than to buy them. So yeah, and I'll put some aside, of course, because if I don't, they'll go poof, gone before Monday morning. So yeah. Anyways, I got everything out. I just have to get the measuring cups and a bowl. I need a bowl. Yes, yes. I got all the stuff out. Yeah, I kind of need that. And where's my, over here. Okay, what do I need? 1.5 cup, 3/4 cup. Okay, I use a 3/4 cup for milk, so that's what to rinse that out because I made waffles. Okay, so let me get what I need: cups and spoons, and milk. That's the only thing I have to grab is the milk, and we'll get to it. Alright, so let's get started. Boys are playing the video game, so I love Henry. You might hear that in the background. My oven is heating up to 375. Alright, let's get started. 1.5 cups of flour. And that's the only cup I didn't grab. I grabbed everything else. I usually miss one. And half. There we go. Third-quarter cup of sugar. And half a teaspoon of salt. And 2 teaspoons of baking powder. TV is a bit loud, sorry for that. Didn't realize that to start filming how loud it is. Okay, so mix that around. Okay, I'm not doing in a separate bowl. I don't do that. I'm not dirtying 2 bowls. I have enough dirty dishes. I don't need to add to my pile of dirty dishes. Nope. Okay, so a third cup of vegetable oil or canola oil. I'm using melted butter because I don't have oil. I forgot to get it. I'll remember one day to grab vegetable oil. Just not today. 1 large egg. Oh, and vanilla. And did I grab the milk? No, I didn't. Okay, vanilla, a teaspoon of vanilla. And half a cup of milk, and then you give that a mixy mix. There we go. Okay, and it only calls for a half a cup of mini chocolate eggs. So this bag will go a long way. Yes, I like that. Now, does it say how much it makes? Oh, 36. Okay. Let's see if we get 36. Sometimes I get close to it, sometimes I get right on the dot, and other times I get 1 or 2 more than it called for. So I can use this, yeah, one more time. Yeah, whoop. Yeah. That works. Look at how tiny they are. They're just little babies. Look at that. They haven't grown up yet. No. Okay, easy peasy. All in one bowl, mixy mix. And now I'm going to line my mini muffin tins and put them on a cookie sheet and put them in the oven when the oven is ready and tells me off by beeping. Go. Well, looks like it makes quite a bit, yeah. So I just want to put a few aside for, like, I don't know, maybe like around the first few days of the school week. And then that gives them something different in their lunch. And well, hopefully Henry eats it. Hopefully. And if he does, that'd be great. I can make them more often. Alright, I'm gonna fill this up and be right back. Alright. We are ready for the oven. Let's see, they go in for 10 to 12 minutes. I'll set the timer for 10 minutes. Alright, there we go. So far, so good. And there goes one mini muffin.
Mm.
Is it good?
I got it guys melted.
Yeah, the chocolate chips are a little bit melted because they just came out of the oven. That's the best time to have one.
It don't look melted.
No, but some of them would be melted, yeah. So I have the second batch in the oven. And I got 40 something. I'll have to count again, but it was 40 something. So I did get more than what the recipe said. The recipe said 36, and I got 40 something. Minus 1 though, because Casey just ate it, so. Alright, so I got 44 altogether, and they are really good. I gotta put them away for lunch this week for the next 3 days before they disappear. Because good news, Henry likes them. So yay, hip hip hooray. So I will be making them again. I will probably double the recipe, and that way I get a lot more. Yeah, because I don't have a whole lot. I do, but I gotta put a good chunk away. So yeah, they won't last long. No, they won't. They're really good. Alright, so I came outside to end the vlog. Those muffins are really, really good. I did pack enough away out of sight for the next few days for their lunches. And bonus, Henry likes them. So, yes. Mom win. I know. Because he is the type that, you know, prefers store-bought over homemade. I can eat either or, you know, but as always, like, homemade is better, obviously. So I'm happy that he likes them, and Next time I will probably, like I said, I think I mentioned it, will double the batch, and yeah, because there's not a whole lot left over because I had to put the majority of them away. So, and we had a few. So that's the only thing with mini muffins. You have like 3 or 4 because they're small, you know. Yeah, so I'm just going to say goodnight and end the vlog. And yeah, that's about it. That's all that's going on. Oh, I finished my book. It was really, really good. Yep, especially towards the end. I couldn't put it down, so I finished whatever chapters I had left. And I will pick out a new book to read this week. Yeah. So, alright guys, so take care, be blessed, and I'll see you next fun video. Alright, ta-ta for now. Bye.